NBA 2K21 is one of the most punishing games in regards to shooting, current gen or next gen, it doesn't matter. And by punishing, I don't mean it's very hard to shoot, it's actually the opposite. Whether it be current gen or next gen, Zens or 6-7 demigods, everybody can shoot, making it very difficult for you to regain possession after losing the ball, and getting marked as a non-shooter is very detrimental to you and your teammates, especially on the game that leans on isolation basketball more than anything. If you got a bad shooter on your team, good luck getting buckets, you're getting doubled the whole time, making it a perfect reason to have a good release and a good jump shot more than ever, especially this year. And who best to come to than the jump shot guru himself? I found a release that makes greening 100 times easier no matter what the jump shot is. I'm going to show it to y'all, so let's get into it. Let's get into the lab. Put your goggles on, let's go, man. Alright, so when making this jump shot, right, all you gotta know is that the base and release one do not matter. It does not matter. All you gotta do is make a jump shot that you know and you're comfortable with, and add Kobe Bean Bryant to the second release 50%. This will make it so you can shoot green light animations every time, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like this shit, the Q, I've said this before, the Q itself, if you're using no meter, the flick of the wrist is when it's the green window. That's the green window, and you'll green it every time, but that's only for Kobe Bryant. Now, I've used it with Dante Exum, I've used it with 98, and I do have a couple gameplays with him. Now, when it comes to shooting in this game, everybody has a 90 plus 3-point shot, or is a 6-7 demigod, so it's very difficult to miss. Sometimes you get bailed out and you even get some whites to drop, but at the end of the day, the most secure way to win is just by greening, and that's the safest way to secure your W. Now look, what I mean by the green window being at the flick of your wrist, I don't mean when the ball is already in the air. It is the moment before you flick that wrist is when that's the green window, and that's when you release. That's how you get the green animation every time. And I'm talking about people that don't use meter. If you use meter, just stick to what the meter is telling you, bro. Don't listen to what I'm saying, because that's completely different. I'm talking about people that don't have a meter and don't have shot feedback too. The flick of the wrist is very essential to green your shots, and I know, like I said before, it's very easy to confuse the actual flick in the air and the one before it. So you gotta remember it's the one before that. Now, I know I'm making this sound overcomplicated, but that's the truth. You know, you gotta learn that visual cue of the jump shot, or you're not gonna be able to shoot as consistent as you want. And look, since vibrations are no longer in next gen like they are in current gen, the visual cue is 20 times more important than it was in any previous year. And if you've watched my previous jump shot video, I was using Dante Exum with Kobe Bryant release 50-50 blend. This was my rec jump shot. And look, something about the Kobe release is snaps everything green. I've already talked about this before. I literally talked about it 2 videos prior to this one. But this is also a jump shot I wanted to show y'all. I didn't want to, you know, leave this one out of that. But if you're still struggling to shoot, don't switch your jump shot. Add Kobe Bryant release and just put 50-50 blend on that bitch, and then test it out. And if it still doesn't work, just feel free to use any of the jump shots I gave you in this video, but we still got more to talk about, so let's move on. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't know if this information is out of date, but I remember the Kobe Bryant release as a 601 millisecond release timing, making it a little bit slower than other releases, but combining it with a faster release should solve that problem, and your green window percent should be around like 52%, something like that. I don't really remember too much, but I know it's something close to that, and it's very consistent. That is very consistent for a jump shot. As you can see, I'm greening like 100% of my shots right here. That's that Dante Exum Kobe Bryant release mix, and trust me, bro, the shit works. Whether it be off dribble, fade, spot up, deep, corner, hash, whatever it is, it's gone green, man. Now, this jump shot specifically works for current gen the best, at least personally. I have a stretch 4, so that's why it's max speed. If you're a guard, make sure you're at 75 speed, but the base will be D-Wade, release D-Wade, and release 2 Kobe Bryant with 50-50 blend. Everything I said previously still applies, except for this is specifically a current gen jump shot. It's still usable in next gen, but I would recommend the other 2 I gave you previously if you want a next gen jump shot. Now, for my current gen boys, you already know I blessed you. Every single one of these jump shots work in current gen. I've tested them myself. The one I'm currently using is Dante Exum in this gameplay, but the D-Wade jump shot works just as fine and just as effective, especially if you're a stretch 4. Now, I want to get to the last part of the video, which is the badges for both my next gen and current gen builds. Alright, so I'm going to show you my progression and my badge points for my stretch 4 real fast. I do have an 88 3-point shot and 88 mid-range shot. For my badges, I got 30 shooting badges, so you know I'm gonna be spraying that bitch. Now I know a lot of you don't have a lot of shooting badges for real, but if you are a stretch, you probably have the same amount as me. But the 4 main shooting badges you need is Green Machine, Hot Start, Hot Zone Hunter, and Range Extender on current gen. Obviously you could have Corner Specialist, Catch and Shoot, and Volume Shooter if you have the excess amount of badges. That's just my badge setup for shooting. But if you don't, like I said, these 4 will be just fine if you have those amount of badges, man. Cue the elevator music, bro. We're gonna be here for a minute. Just the Zion screen it. Hey, that didn't sound like elevator music. Hold on, this the remix? Oh! Yo, this fire! Shit, don't blame me, bro. I didn't entertain myself some way. I was bored as hell on that Zion screen for real. But look, I'm on my stretch 4 on next gen. Look, I got a 92 3-point shot, a 97 mid-range. And my badges, I got 22 of them hoes. This is what I got: Blinders, Hall of Fame; Deep Threes, Hall of Fame; Hot Zone Hunter, Hot Shot, Green Machine, and Stop and Pop. Stop and Pop, I have it on silver because honestly, it's not super important, but I won't take it over like something like Hot Shot or Blinders, because I know it got nerfed, but I still feel the effect of Blinders. I'll be quick start on motherfuckers, and then I'll just green it. You feel me? So those are the main badges I have on next gen. And you can feel free to take off Blinders and probably put like Catch and Shoot or something. But honestly, I like running Blinders because it's goated. It's goated. And Deadeye doesn't work that well either, so I might as well not use it, bro. Now for my shot meter, I'll usually have it off or with free throw only, depending if I'm playing rec or not. But if I'm playing rec, I'll put free throw only. I've had people ask me what I have for my settings on this shit. But honestly, look. The only thing you should have is shot meter off, because everything I said previously, like about the release shit, it's all thrown out the window if you have a shot meter on. So like, just take it off. See if you can practice the jump shot in the my court or wherever you can practice it in the game or anything, and make sure you get the release down pat, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to green consistently, man. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for today's vid. I know this was kind of like it wasn't my usual type of vid, but you know, we made it work for real. But if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to like, sub, comment, noti, anything to show your early support. BDG is on the rise. We about at like 2.4K very soon. We need like 30 more subs for real. So if y'all hit the subs read, that'll be crazy. We go crazy, yo. That's another motherfucker that go enjoy the content, and another BDG brethren that's joining the ranks for real. We're trying to hit 3K by the end of the month. But if we're being for real, I'm trying to hit like 1 million. I'm playing. But if you enjoy the content, man, hit that like and sub. This is BDG, and I'm gone, man. Peace. Have a good one, yo.